Hey, howdy. We're back. We're doing some more Four Heroes of Light. I've got a bit of a fun gimmick this time. Uh, I'll explain more once in a couple of minutes. Minutes, what am I talking about? Shouldn't take long at all to get to where we need to go, but our goal today is to crack this egg. I completely forget how you do that, but that's our goal at the end of the day. And I can walk around as a little chicken. I was fiddling around off camera and I noticed that you actually get a bomb fragment if you interact with this. And at that moment, I also realized that Wayne's inventory is completely full of junk, so let's give some of it to Brad. And then while we're here, I like how they acknowledge they acknowledge the bird. I'm tempted to sell the ether because they do sell for a lot, but I think I'm more thinking of the max ethers sell for a ridiculous amount of money for what they are. Let's do a quick change of the guard here. Terra Stave isn't really useful anymore now that I have the Darkening Harp, which can be upgraded even further. I think I'm good otherwise. I can just put the shield in storage. As for Brad, eye drops, antidote, Phoenix Downs, high potions can go in storage, potion can go in storage. It's a salve. Okay, right. His stuff is the salve maker robe. Weird. Ooh, the black robe. Wait, does I wonder if Wayne has that already, or what he's rolling with. He does have the black robe. Okay. Bandit gear, poet tunic, elementalist robe, ranger outfit. Strength and accuracy 10% up is a lot, and Brad might just be rocking ranger for now. And then Salvemaker again, Darksteel Sword, Ice Sword. I get the feeling I'm gonna need Ice Sword, Ice Shield. I just said Ice Sword. I get the feeling I'm gonna need an Ice Shield, and the Darksteel Shield, it's a maybe? It feels like bait. It feels like, because the Darksteel Shield is a better shield, but the Ice Shield has that elemental resistance, and elemental resistance is incredibly helpful, because if you don't account for it, it's just, the boss will just whoop your ass. We've seen this with Arborok, we've seen this with most of the bosses so far, that if you don't play by their rules, they will kick your ass. Okay, so now the main reason why I'm here. This minigame, I acknowledged it last time. So, the shtick with this minigame is you can get several rewards from it. You can get, like, bomb fragments, you can get whatever the wind equivalent is. I think you can also get the water equivalent as well. You can get a... What else even was there? You can get an elixir, I think? You can get, like, a couple of, like, generally pretty good single-use items. However, if you get a really high score, you get a crown. And it's a very unique and quite powerful crown, if I understand correctly, and I'm gonna try and get it. While I'm here, this is the best opportunity I have for a while to do this minigame. So let's give it a shot. And this is where my, first off, I really like this, this graphic up top. I don't think I acknowledged it before, but it's adorable. I have a gimmick here, like I said. The gimmick is code. Now let me actually zero this out. Like run through a couple times that it refills. Okay, so I wrote some Python code. And what I can do is I can pop in, it's 3532. So that's 3532. Pop it in, and it will give me the best arrangement. And then I can just plug that arrangement in, and we're golden. And then 15 by 2, 30 divided by 3. Now, you might say this is cheating, and frankly, you'd be correct, but my defense here is that this is a very, very hard... This is an extremely difficult... Oh, it's zeroed out. I guess I'll pass and try and get a better one? I'm still not sure why it does that. Sometimes it just gives you points, even when you pass. Let's try 4975. 32, let's pass that. 3867, this should be something big. 116, hell yeah. 7 by 8 is 56. 56 minus 6, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm actually not sure if this will be good enough, but I'm willing to hear it out and see. 6526. This is why you never mess with someone who knows how to code. They'll pull out a script, they'll pull out a spreadsheet on your ass. Okay, that should be good enough. Wow, you're the first person to ever get such a high score. Surprise! Okay, hang on, let me hide the VS Code, because it's not needed anymore. We'll delete the capture as well, so that it is a little bit less laggy. Not that it was laggy before, but like, just to be sure. Oh, heroes of light! How mighty you have grown! Long, so long have we waited for this blessed day to come. To thee I grant this gift of light, upon thy head, crown of might. The crown of the Beastmaster. So, this is a gimmick crown, and all of the optional crowns are gimmick crowns. So, Beastmaster is has a very unique effect. And in fact, let me swap over... Make your allies stronger when in animal form, and they have 2 abilities, Sick and Capture, and these are 2 abilities at level 1. Which is very unique. So the gimmick with this one is that you can capture enemies and reuse them in other fights. I don't know if it's a one-time thing, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Also, it looks dope. The downside, of course, is that I'm gonna lose out on the Black Mage stuff for a bit. But my idea is that we combine the 2, because Sick, I believe... Let me double check. Okay, right, so there's nothing directly related to your beast form companions, but now Brad is going to be way stronger, even though he was already really strong as a ranger. And if I have him equip his ranger outfit, he's going to be even better because he gets a 10% strength boost. So I'm min-maxing here. I'm doing a very unique bit of min-maxing. So let's head over to the other end. I think there was... I think there were, like, shops over here, right? Yeah, there is. There's, like, an inn and stuff. May as well. 300 gil a night. Pretty steep, but I've seen steeper. And then, Wi-Fi. Let's see if how many points I have. I don't think... Oh, I can get the fortune egg. So all of these are all of these are gimmick, or just like more weird gimmicky weapons, and then these absurdly powerful weapons that you can only get by playing multiplayer, which feels a bit weird. I don't know why they did it like this. But if you haven't guessed, I can't do IR connections, so small problem. Ooh, right. These are also options. Darkness Blade, +9 attack, dark magic. Let me check what Brad has, actually. That might be an improvement. 6 and 6. Yes, that is definitely an improvement. Oh, and Brad's Spirit is also surprisingly high for his like class and current setup. Okay, let's give him that Darkness Blade. Wayne, I think, is fine as is, because it was 6 and 6. Jesus H. Christ. Why is the Darkness stuff so strong? Oh my god, the Darkness Axe is even stronger. Cool. I don't know, I can't see a reason not to just go for the Darkness Axe. Maybe there's some, like, targeting gimmick with the axes. So, 1 second. Let's clear up some space. And then I also should probably give that Phoenix down over to Wayne, so that they both have one. And then... You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna sell off I'm not gonna sell off the sword. I can just give the sword to Wayne. Because both of them are gonna be attacking now. It's a little sketchy to give... Well, yeah, I guess, Fire Attack 1 goes to you. It's a little sketchy for both characters to have the same elements. And maybe that's what's going on here, is that everything has, everything is dark and really strong because there's something that resists dark that's gonna come back and sucker punch me. I'm operating under the assumption that that's not the case. And if I get bean for that later, I get bean for that later. But for the time being, let's deposit our junk. Okay, that should be more than enough space for whatever we're picking up. And now I guess we do story. So apparently there's someone on the 2nd floor who might be able to help us. I think one of them, if you're in animal form, I think one of them tells you. This, I do really, really like this, the bird. The little bird brain. I think it's you that says it? There's someone who says, like, oh, if you go up to the 2nd floor. I like how all of them are, like, is there something you need? Why are you here? Mary? Who the heck is that? Oh, right, this is the cat. Hang on. Ooh, I knew there was something. Dark Psy. Inflict dark elemental damage. Just off of this, I'm going to assume there's something that is weak to dark if it's giving me this much dark stuff. Who are you? We're a couple of animals. No big deal. Can you just give me that cat? What? What? After we become such good friends? Please, you have to return her. She's special. More special than you can imagine. Sheesh, Wayne. Relax. It's just a cat. Speaking of which, I wonder if Mary made it to Spelvia okay. Huh. What? Did you say Mary? Yeah. I was wondering how she got on after Arbor. You know she was a cat for a while? Cool, huh? You met her? When? Just before I came here. I helped her get rid of the curse that made her a cat. After that, we were heading to Spelvia to find a way to lift the curse of Horn, but we got split up. You okay, Wayne? You look kind of peckish. Why didn't you tell me that Mary was in Spelvia earlier? We've got to go there right now. You know about Spelvia? It's the floating city, right? I heard that someone there might help us lift the curse on Horn. Well, the best way I know to get to Spelvia is to fly. By dragon. Have you tried hatching the dragon egg outside? That's a very casual thing to just bring up. Hatch the egg? How? I really don't know. But I sure would love to go to Spelvia. Come on, let's check out that egg. Rekita! Right. I forget what class Rekita even is. She's a dancer, right. A dancer is a... I forget when we actually get that crown, but that's another crown that we don't have access to yet. And I actually forget what dancer does. I believe it's like more damage in... It's more damage in some situation. Let me double check, because I think it'll let me at least see what the crowns do. No, it doesn't. Okay. Give me 3 seconds. I'm gonna pull it up on my trusty dusty phone. Sorry that this series has kind of devolved a little bit. I'm doing my best here. Bingo, dancer. Okay. I hate you, fandom wiki. Deal extra damage when using a short sword. Okay. Dancer has got like it's sort of like a merge between bard and fighter, where it has like a bunch of melee abilities, but also like party buff abilities, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time. Here we go. 1 dragon egg. See if we can make it hatch. And we'll be able to fly to Spelvia. I did not read that right. Cool. Wait, let's have a contest to see who can do it first. Does everything have to be a game? Now, I've heard that dragons are born in fire. Maybe if we cast some powerful fire magic on it like Faraga, that'll warm it up enough. Where do you even get Faraga? Nah, you don't need fire. You just need to hit it with something hard to wake it up, like a mithril hammer. I'm starting to think hooking up with these two was a bad idea. Okay, I need to pull up the game facts guide because I completely forget where either of those things are, and they are... I believe they are both in or around Spelvia? Not Spelvia, Jesus. In and around Nvidia. I don't remember where, though. Just give me just a second. The good news about Final Fantasy is that Final Fantasy is rife with really good walkthroughs, and Four Heroes of Light in particular has a really, really good comprehensive game facts guide that covers the entire game, start to finish. It's kind of impressive. It's really impressive. Right. Examine the giant egg. You have 2 options. Option 1, find a mithril toys and gain a mithril, which will trade to the weapon shop owner for a mithril hammer. To get mithril, you basically need to steal it as bandit. Only available, and the turtles will only spawn at night. And the other option is to get a Faraga tome and Urbeth. Okay, let's go with the hammer then. And I think I can start to put my plan into motion, because Rekita can also be turned into an animal. Oh, what? It doesn't show what Rekita is? Alright, let's ball. Aww, wait, that's so cute. There we go. Oh, shit, I didn't equip, Crown of Bandit. Uh-oh. I guess now is a good time to test how much damage I deal. 51 on that. Oh my lord. Okay, so that's a lot of damage. I'm gonna swap... Okay, let's dismantle the strategy for now. We can come back to it later. I have to make everyone bandits so that I can actually get this reliably. I'm not Black Mage, come on. Damn touch controls. Okay. Now we're fine. Also, I referred to some of the optional crowns as gimmick crowns. It's so much more true with the endgame gimmick crowns. There's one in particular that... Wait, I never got to see what Dance does, actually. Hang on, I'll let these two steal. Oh, cool! Wait, I like that. Come on. This is a pretty awful fight so far. Because if it had nothing, we would be getting different text. We can steal from this thing. It's just a very low chance. This is just reminding me there are some particularly juicy ways to grind for gems. There you are. See, okay. There are some particularly weird and juicy ways to grind for gems and other stuff in this game. We're not gonna see it until later. I won't spoil how. There is a really funny way that you can grind at like roughly the halfway point of the game, which we're coming up on. So it won't be long. And it's, like I said, it's hilarious. It is well worth the setup because the payoff is insane. I'll probably do a lot of it off camera though, because it is classic. It is very classic kind of Final Fantasy JRPG shenanigans where you can get infinite resources, but it takes a really long time to fully actualize. Oh, right. Ranger does more damage with bow and arrow. I didn't think about that. Are there any crowns that I have that really, like... Yeah, elemental damage is reduced by half. Salvemaker, Bard... Right now I just have a sword, so... Doesn't really matter what I pick here, like, besides Freelancer, because Freelancer has bad stats. Oh god, one emerald off from Ranger. The other thing I'm probably gonna do between then and now is I'm gonna try and upgrade a lot of these crowns. I'm just gonna grind like hell for as many gems as I can find. But that's not gonna come for a moment. For the time being, though, turn into an animal. You too. I do find it kind of interesting, though, that I wonder if the name Rekata is a mistranslation, because there's a lot of weird stuff in this. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's like kind of vaguely Christian flavored. You know, classic like SNT kind of JRPG stuff. But it makes me wonder. I wonder if her name is supposed to be Rebecca. Whoa, that's mithril, isn't it? With that, I can make you a mithril hammer. But it'll take some time, so come back tomorrow. I wonder if her name is supposed to be Rebecca. Because Rebecca is a name in the Bible, I think... Oh, shoot. I don't know my Bible stuff. Give me a moment. Is she Moses' wife? Who is she the wife of? Wife of Isaac, right. Oh, right, because she pops up in Binding of Isaac mods all the time, because she's, Isaac's wife. And Isaac did things after being Isaac, which is very weird to think about because of the Binding of Isaac. That's all I've ever heard of him is the Isaac and Abraham story. All right, it's hammer time. Do I have to equip it or something? Oh, no, right. I haven't even gotten it yet. I have to get it from the guy. It makes me wonder then if you can use the mithril hammer afterwards, because it would, if it's just a big ass hammer that does a lot of damage, I would really like Brad to have that. And I guess if that's the direction they're going for, I really like that, but it kind of like, it encourages you to either build in the direction of big melee weapons or big spells. If you've come for your mithril hammer, it's all ready. I have lots of other weapons, too. Be sure to buy up what you need. Okay, so, what do you do? Plus 11 attack typeless. That's really good. That's probably going on Brad. Then I can also, like, cycle the weapons around. Okay, are we ready, dragon? Time to wake up. Do it gently. Youch! I think you felt that more than whatever's inside that egg. Yeah, dragons sure make their eggshells thick, don't they? Oh, wait. I just remembered something. Did you forget to tell us something about the giant Easter egg in the middle of town? What? A long time ago, we used to have a town festival here, and everyone sang songs together. Okay. Well, there was this one song that supposedly could wake up dragons. My brother used to sing it. A song to awaken dragons. We just need the dragon harp to play it properly. So let's go get it. The thing is, I don't know where it is. Father might, though. Okay, I'm going to assume... Where the heck is Father? St. Nicholas, is that you? Father Christmas, are you there? Deep in the caverns below the town, they are blocked by ice and crawling with monsters. No one has returned from them alive in years. But if you insist on going, you'll need this. The magic key. That key will open doors that would otherwise be locked tight. That's just all doors like that. That's kind of dope, actually. Hang on, let me go save. Let me go save before I go walking directly into a dungeon. Right, and I think it was... Where was it? Here. Oh, that's so neat. I just get access to all those kinds of doors now. Oh, Lord. Ice walls, you say? So is this just identical to the other ones? Ooh, okay, how strong am I right now? Actually pretty strong. I have an idea. If I can wait for the silence to wear off, I can kind of like, oh, while I'm waiting, I can get a vibe for how this enemy attacks. Oh, Rekata's paralyzed. Interesting. Wayne is cursed. Okay, cool. Never mind. Fuck you. Okay, so hang on, where do I need to go here so that I'm not wandering around like a fool? I want to get through this dungeon relatively fast because I got stuff I gotta do today. So give me just a moment. Huh. Okay, so this is relatively small. Apparently there's an Inferno stave down here and a Book of Shiva, which I can only imagine Book of Shiva is a ice... Hello? Oh no, it's you. No, 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 I remember this one. This is a lights out puzzle. I remember this one very distinctly because of how long it took me initially. Okay, let's see. So if I were to just do this diagonally, where does that leave me? Okay. Ah, shit. Yeah. This is like a classic lights out puzzle. Oh, I see. The left and right dragons give hints. Do they now? I don't see any hints. But there is a nice... I was on the right track, I was just doing it in kind of a roundabout way. Yeah, because I assume this is going to make them all face each other. Yeah. God, that is an evil puzzle. I've... Even after playing through 3 Professor Layton games, I still can't stand puzzles like that. Okay. So now we got a boss. I'm gonna give this a try and hope for the best. I might get stomped here. The Guardian of the Harp. And it's coming at us. It's a dragon. I have a funny feeling that capture isn't going to do anything. Okay, so can I just... If I just try and burst this thing down, is it going to work? Oh, Rakata doesn't have the ice shield. Oh, okay. And, okay, it's resistant to dark. I probably should have seen that coming. At least it's easy to tell what it's weak to. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty brutal. Yeah, okay, so black magic is going to do almost nothing right now. Easier than Arborok so far, at least. Arborok was pretty ridiculous. But I'm not winning this fight. I am absolutely not winning this fight. So... yeah, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Right, it doesn't matter what level Recta's at. It does so much damage. Yeah, there it goes again. Shit. It's the JRPG classic. It attacks twice per turn and both times uses an AoE. That's really brutal. Okay, I'm gonna need to rethink my strategy and I'm gonna need to rethink my weapons. Let's reset and pull myself back out of this dungeon because it's relatively small, so I can just walk back and then end the video. But I gotta reevaluate ever so slightly here. Because I'm doing good damage. I'm doing very good damage. The issue is just... I kind of have to live. Recta especially has to live, and Recta does pretty good damage. Oh, is this the Inferno Staff? Hang on. No, this is the Book of Shiva. Nice. But I gotta rethink my strategy here, but I think, fingers crossed, this is the only thing standing between me and, the Dragon Harp. And without giving anything away, the Dragon Harp is really good and I want it as soon as possible. You might be able to guess what it does just off of that. Especially when I was talking about grinding for gems earlier. You might be able to guess what it allows me to do. This is a very small dungeon, though. It's just, I guess most of your time is supposed to be taken up by that stupid dragon puzzle. But yeah, that's all I got for now, I think. Next time we'll finish up in Divya, and then see what the dragon has to offer. And then from there, it's on to Spelvia. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.